What is going down, mofos and mofettes? It is Monday night and it is comedy night here at the Fox's Lair. This is the Jest, Joust, Comedy, Calamity. How y'all doing tonight? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all crunk. My name is Happy Bones Jones, a.k.a. Woody Wood, a.k.a. The Judge, a.k.a. they call me the most chill like honey on toast, a.k.a. the shit. And I'm here to entertain y'all motherfuckers tonight. Thank the Fox's Lair, and we would like to thank Candace behind the bar. Woo! Bam, 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 bam. And then also Miss Melinda. She's here with us this evening too. You know what I'm saying? And since we ain't got any comics, she was like, I might get up there. I might. Oh yeah, this is the night, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yeah.
And every Sunday here in Augusta, Georgia, we do Candlelight Music Series. And yesterday, I was planning on getting up with the band. I was going to sing 2 songs. I was going to sing Out of Sight by James Brown, because I was going to kill it. And then I was going to sing Tennessee Whiskey, which I've never sang before, but people have been asking me to sing the motherfucker since it came out. But the rain came down and rained us out. So the crazy part about all of it was I had this all schemed up in my head. I was like, I'm going to go off the stage with the wireless microphone at the end of Tennessee Whiskey. And as I'm belting out that last Tennessee Whiskey, I'm laying down and I'm going to say, Reverend William Martin.
Congratulations.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And so since it was raining, I was like, oh dang, the universe is telling me I should wait till another time to do this. But John, the guy we work with, he was like, fuck that. I'm taking everybody to the restaurant and you're going to ask her at the restaurant. You ain't getting out of this, motherfucker. And I was like, oh shit. And so, yeah, we went to Nacho Mama's and we took over the upstairs part. And then I asked her to marry me and she said, yeah. Yeah! And on God, y'all, I really thought it was like a 50-50 chance she might be like, I don't know. We're going to have to talk about this. There he is right there. There's Mark Wayne. Man, I said you could go to the bathroom. I didn't say you could go to Timbuktu and use the bathroom. Shit.
I'm just kidding. I had to be Mike
This
Wayne.
is Mike Wayne. He come down from Columbia. Honestly, it's like this. It's like I'm Happy Bones Jones is kind of like a tattoo. You know, it hurts at first, but then you start to kind of get into the pain, right? And then you realize months later you hate that motherfucking tattoo and you gotta look at it all the damn time. But then, after some more time passes, you like, I could never imagine my life without this motherfucker right here. That's what I'm like. Oh my God. So, sometimes people will steal your ideas and you gotta be wary of those people. Like the bidet. Like there's 17 different people that claim they fucking invented the bidet. Same with yoga pants. All the men want to be like, I'm the one that did that. Did you know that the real inventor of yoga pants gets 500,000 thank you notes a year from men? It's no lie.
What's the address?
It's 1116. I see the Christmas card every year.
We created sundresses. We need to get him on.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, there's a slew of them out there. And the funniest part of all of it is like every fucking thing that's invented for women was invented by men. Like high heels, man. Bras, man. Hell, Victoria's Secret, owned by a man. Like, and then you realize the women, they're not really into it. They're like, high heels, they suck. Bras, I'm not into them that much. I swear, whenever me and Raven get home at night, it's like I'll turn around, put my bag on the couch, turn around, and she's in her pajamas. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? And she's like, don't you even worry about it. Now let's make us a snack and watch Game of Thrones. It took me a while to get her into Game of Thrones. Like 4 or 5 times. Every time I try to watch it, sneak it in there, you know. Like she's playing a game on her phone and I play it in the background. And then the White Walkers would chop somebody's head off and she'd be like, I don't like that. I don't want you to, I don't, that's not how she talks at all. I don't know why I use that voice.
You might be in trouble.
Made her a valley girl for some reason. All of a sudden, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, we recently watched that fucking show. Anybody watched that Love on the Spectrum?
Oh God.
Never watched this. Okay, well, I really was on the fence at first because I was like, these motherfuckers are getting exploited like a motherfucker, like blatantly, and their parents are in on it, and their brothers or sisters are in on it. Their cousins are like, hell yeah, go on out, make a fool of yourself on TV. They're like, no, he's not making a fool of himself. He just loves life to the nth degree, and he has never had a date before. And we're looking for love for this man. Right? And then at the end of the series, I'm bummed. I'm like, damn, you know, I can't see Tanner anymore. I can't see getting updates. And then I found out they're on TikTok. And I was like, oh shit, the saga continues. But now they're exploiting themselves on TikTok. You know, nobody make them get on TikTok. Right? So now it's okay for me to go and rewatch the series. Now, when I got done with the series the second time, I looked at Raven and I was like, I think I might be on the spectrum. And she was like, you think? I was like, shit, you knew? She's like, everybody knows. I was like, wait, was I supposed to know? She's like, you should have. But I didn't. So apparently I'm on the spectrum. I just found out.
You are respected.
Well, I was actually like, you know, I can't sleep that well usually, so I get up in the middle of the night a lot. And Red, my dog, he's like, you know, he's a little pocket bully. He looks like a regular size American bully, but his legs are like this short. He's the greatest. And so, so it takes him a long time to go pee. So short legs, you know. And so I'm out there and I'm waiting for him, right? And it's in the middle of the night, right? And it's dark, right? And the street lights don't always come on. They like do this weird interval where they'll just like all go off and then slowly come back on, like they're gasping for the last breath of life or something. And then they'll go off again. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of lights is these? I don't think they work. And they come back on. And I saw a shadow out of the fucking right side of my eye, and I was like, my peripheral. You know what I'm saying? That's my peripheral side view. I looked down and I was like, oh shit, what's that? I turned and looked, but it was an owl. And it was the biggest owl I've ever seen in my freaking life. It was like, I mean, his wingspan, if he was in here, his wings would be touching the walls. That's how big this motherfucker was. On God's promise, on God's pajamas, y'all. No lie. And you know he goes to bed in jorts. That's jean shorts. And it came, I swear y'all, it looked like it was coming right at me. And I was like, what the fuck is up with this owl? And right as he was about to get, like, land on my head, he dropped an envelope into my hands and it was an acceptance letter. It was an acceptance letter to Hogwarts.
That did good.
So I'm going to be a wizard soon. That's cool.
That was funny.
That's cool.
I like that.
And also, I took it as like an omen, like a sign, you know what I'm saying? Like this owl must be mine now, because that's the way it is in Harry Potter, right?
It is. But
I haven't seen the owl since then, and I do not know where to report to. So I've just been running into brick walls randomly, hoping that I'll just be like, oh shit, yeah, the right one. I'm here to do magic, motherfuckers. And they're like, you don't talk like that here, everybody. We talk proper around here. It's true. My brother, y'all got brothers? Anybody got brothers?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
They the worst, right? They the worst. My brother's one of them motherfuckers. He talk you into anything, and he is willing to do anything if free food is involved. Yeah. Like the other day, he called me. He's like, "Hey man, let's go to our niece's birthday party." And I was like, "Where's that at?" He's like, "Chuck E. Cheese, man." I was like, "Oh, I've been to Chuck E. Cheese in 1982." And he was like, "Yeah, well, we're gonna go today." And I was like, "I don't even know our niece's name. What's her name?" And he's like, "I don't know, but it's free pizza." So I was like, "All right, well, I like wings." So we went, and I don't know if have y'all been to Chuck E. Cheese lately? Anybody? Okay, well, it's a lot different from the 80s. It's like going through TSA now. The motherfuckers, they got turnstiles, they got like chains and shit. They want to see your ID, they take a picture of you, they put a wristband on your wrist. And while they was putting the wristband on our wrist, the little girl goes, will y'all be leaving with any kids today? And my brother, without missing a beat, he goes, oh no, we gonna look around and see if we like anything. And I was like, why are you saying that? Why are you rubbing your titty? And then sure enough, fucking security comes over there. And they're like, or is there gonna be a problem? I didn't want to get in trouble because, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the police and I don't like the jailhouse. So I was trying to quell the situation and say, you know, my brother's just joking, blah, blah, blah. He's a kidder. And Joe's like, no, I'll take a kid. I'll take a little kid. I'll trip a little kid up. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, see, this is not the route we need to be going with the security dude. He's obviously on a power trip. And as he's like getting ready to tell us, I'm gonna trespass y'all from the primitive. Right as he was about to do that, two families, not related to my family, started a brawl in the Chuck E. Cheese. And I'm talking about there's 30 motherfuckers literally fighting to the death in this motherfucker. And the kids are trying to break up the fight. And then finally they give up. He's like, these stupid ass motherfuckers. And you know what I did? If a fight breaks out in Chuck E. Cheese, the police is on the way. So I left. I walked out and I was halfway to the car. And all of a sudden, I didn't give a fuck if Joe's still back there. Joe's my brother. I didn't give a fuck. I'll leave him back there. He can have all the free pizza he wants. I don't give a fuck. But this motherfucker busts out the door, half eating his pizza, holding mine up in the air. He's like, what free pizza though? I'm like, fuck that pizza. I don't give a fuck. I'll trip a little kid up. Let him walk past me. Now, recently, I remember this whole thing that happened to me when I was younger. You know, it's a big deal whenever you get your first girlfriend, right? Like, this is my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go together like that, you know. And I had my first girlfriend, she was a black girl. And I was remembering a bunch of stuff about it earlier in the week. And it kind of got me funny because there was a situation with her where we went to the barbecue, right? And her cousins was giving me shit because I'm a white boy. They're like, why are you taking the black girl off the market? Why don't you stay with your own people, all that stuff, right? And I was like, whatever, she's sweet as my ass. And then I was playing basketball with him in the backyard, and I started sinking those three-pointers. Now, I can't go over there and lay it up, and I can't dunk it, right? But I can hit those three-pointers almost every time. And they was like, okay, too tall. Okay, too tall, okay. And then I was in. They liked me then. But by the time it was too late, because Shakira, she had started getting drunk because she was mad at how they was treating me. She's like, ain't nobody want to mistreat my white boy. And she told me about herself too, you know. And finally I was like, you were real drunk, let me go and get you to the house, you know. So, and you know, there's levels of drunk. This was the level of drunk. You know how you get so drunk, you tell things that you would never say if you were sober? Like, I've been praying and manifesting my perfect man for 5 years, and I'm still fucking you because I don't want to eat alone. Shit. And I was like, yeah. You know I'm driving, right? She said, sometimes I fake it because I want it to be over already now. And I was like, God, damn. I hope you're talking about somebody else or something. Maybe you're having a dream or something. Maybe you're asleep. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and let it ride. So I get her into the bed, and she won't let go of my neck. And I'm like, come on, man. Stop playing, girl. And she's like, from now on, I want you to call me by my middle name. And I was like, your middle name? My middle name. Okay. Monique. That's not how you say it, motherfucker. And I was like, okay, how do you say it? And she goes, Monica. And I was like, I don't think I can call you that. I definitely can't call you that in front of your cousins. And she's like, as a matter of fact, if you don't call me that, we ain't dating no more. And so the next day, You know, I'm like, okay, crazy drunk girl. You know, she gonna forget about it, right? Next morning it'll be fine. She's back to Shakira. She ain't Monica anymore. And so I call her up because we were supposed to do something that day. This bitch, I'm like, say my name, say my name. I was like, that is fucked up. We are not gonna be able to date anymore. I can't call you that in public, and this is not gonna work. So yeah. But at that particular time, trash TV was real big, like them bitches. Well, Geraldo, he had a talk show, and he would invite like racist ass motherfuckers, like Ku Klux Klan motherfuckers up in there. Like they was just gonna bring Peach Cobbler to the party and have a decent conversation on the couch or something. I don't know what he thought. But on this one particular episode, they actually just got into a brawl. Everybody in the damn, on the show, live on the show, like we saw it on TV. They were throwing chairs. Geraldo got his nose bent all the way to the side of his face. Like it was crazy. And you know, I'm a little kid, I'm like, yeah, I'm not a little kid, but I'm like, that's fucked up. I didn't know your nose could do that. That's not good for your nose. And there was this racist on there, and this guy he was so white, it looked like his whole bloodline was baptized in mayonnaise, like straight helmets, you know what I'm saying? And he stood up and he proclaimed, if you got one drop of black blood in you, you black. And I was like, damn. And Shakira like hit me. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, whenever you got in that wreck a couple of months ago and you had to get blood, didn't Red Cross say that your donor was African American? And I said, no shit. And I realized at that moment, by redneck science, your boy just leveled up, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden I got rhythm in the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I dance, I can run fast, I can jump high. There's a few bad things though. If I hear the police, I just like automatically put my hands out like that. I don't know why. I've been carrying around plastic forkware with me all over the place. Like, I might not like a fork somewhere and have to have it in my pocket. For some reason, I'll be wanting to straighten my hair with the creamy crack all the time, but my hair's already straight. So I don't really understand that.
They know what the cream crack is.
Y'all know what the creamy crack is? Y'all white as hell. Hey, I tell you this, if you ever smell that shit, you ain't never gonna forget, boy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I know about cream crack shit. Hand up. It's crazy, yeah, because like now when I cook food, I straight up anoint that shit. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to do cover sprinkles. Yeah. Now Raven's like, can you cook mine separate? I don't want all that. You got a straight crust on that motherfucking piece of meat. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that I hear the guy in my meditation. I think his name was Darnell. He gave me two pints and a prayer, you know what I'm saying? And he saved me. And I was like, my boy. And sometimes in my meditation, I can hear him go, no more raisins in the potato salad. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing, dude. Y'all crazy as hell. But the bad thing was, the worst part of all of it is, you know, you think it's like constantly getting pulled over by the police and being harassed, all that shit, systemic racism and the system's working against me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to pretend like I know about any of that stuff, but I will tell you this, I can't swim anymore. So, and I almost drowned figuring that out. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit. But I always got my Lowry's and my hot sauce on me, bitches! Beer, 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 beer. I had heard that the human baby evolved to look more like the father at birth. So that the father didn't just grab that baby and be like, kill that motherfucker! Seriously, back in the day, they'd be like, bim, boom, bam, you want my fam? And then he'd look at the wife and be like, clean that up and make me a sandwich. The neighbors didn't come over and be like, where the fuck did that baby go? The cops didn't get called, none of that. I know it was awful. Fast forward to 2025, I'm in Pensacola, Florida, in line at the Walmart. 2 people ahead of me, there's a grown man wearing a cloth baby diaper, an oversized bonnet, a beaky in his mouth. He talking like a baby. I was like, ain't this some shit? I heard about this stuff, but I ain't never seen it before. Welcome to Florida, you know what I'm saying? I get up to the cash register, you know, I let it go. Live and let live, people, you know? I get up to the cash register, and the cashier looks at me and she goes, "That's a grown man that identifies as a baby. Can you believe that?" And I looked her dead in the fluoride stare of her eyes and I said, "Don't trip, bitch. I identify as a kitty cat, specifically a mancoon. I like to walk by you real slow and put my booty hole in your face because it's a motherfucking gift. And then I'm gonna need a treat." I have different ways of communicating whenever I'm identifying as a kitty. You know, whenever I'm feeling randy, I'll be like, whenever I'm mad, I'll like, they know what I'm talking about. And whenever I get hungry, I'll be like, meow, 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 meow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty so soft. Wanna cuddle with me. Wanna cuddle with me. I love the kitty when it cuddles with me. It's so soft. Kitty is so soft.
Chester McScoops here with breaking news. An alien spacecraft just landed outside in the parking lot. Out of the alien spaceship comes the humanoid squirrel known as Penelope the Squirrel. We now hear from Penelope the Squirrel. What are your demands, Penelope?
From now on, humans have to put a pause button on all of the lights so that if squirrels can make up their mind whether they want to cross the street or not, you can pause it. From now on, the squirrel delegation will decide everything from now on Earth. And we decree that Guy Fieri is your new king.
You heard it here first, people. Guy Fieri is our new king. That's great. I love the Metro Diner.
Did you know that all white sand on all beaches around the world is not actually sand? It is parrotfish poop. Yep. So when you're at the beach and you're burying your kids in the sand, you're burying your kids in parrotfish poop. Mm-hmm. I know, right? The parrotfish eat the coral and then they shit out the white sand. And then the white sand gets washed up on the beach and then people call it white sand. They're lying to you, man. That is poop. Did you know that, Mike Wayne?
I knew it wasn't sand. I had no idea it was poop.
I'm telling you, Just Joust County Calamity is educational on the motherfucker. You learn shit. Brown chicken, brown cow. Dun, 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 dun. I worked for this marketing place one time. You know, there were telemarketers, they have to call. It was like future call. It was like high school for adults, for irresponsible adults. We were all smoking weed. Is there anybody in here high right now?
No.
If there is, just don't say anything.
Oh, okay.
All of y'all.
Cool, man. No.
Is anybody married in the house? Is your wife here? Well, then what the fuck did you raise your hand for?
So you know?
Can't do nothing. Am I the only one that feels like fucking four-way stops should just say take turns? I mean, we're all adults, right? At 3 o'clock in the morning, whenever I can plainly see there is no car in sight, I really have to stop at the stop sign? Or can I just blast through it? Like a full blast, not even slow down. No, I can't, because there's gonna be a cop sitting there, and he's waiting behind the bushes, he can come around there, and he's gonna look here, boy, I don't know how you do it back in the city, but you don't run through no damn stop sign, right? And I'm like, okay, I won't do it no more, sir. And the only reason that I didn't argue with him because he was pinching his nipple so hard while he was talking with me, I was like, this is some weird shit. That was in Hepzibah. I don't know if y'all ever been to Hepzibah. Serious. Mike Wayne's so short, you can see his.
You can see my whole body.
You can see his shoes and his license picture. You ready to do this, Mike Wayne? I got these bitches warmed up in the motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? They are primed. Woo! Hell yeah. Well,
Tall people is disrespectful to the short kings. I'm just saying. They disrespectful, man. Tall people used to get me picked on in high school, bruh. For real. Like, we be fresh off Christmas break or summer break. Fresh off Christmas break. I'm feeling good. I'm dressed up in my new outfit, got my new J's on, got my new belt with my name lit up across the front. I'm good. I'm chilling. You know? I'm talking to my boys in the hallway. And as I'm talking to my boys in the hallway, here comes this 6'2" volleyball player around the corner. Oh my God, Mike! How have you been? It's been so long. I haven't seen you in so long. Bitch, it's been 2 weeks. But how have you been? Like, I haven't seen. How have you been? Like, bitch, put me the fuck down. What is you doing? Unhand me, you Amazonian. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't like getting picked up, bro. I don't like that shit.